Hi, I'm Mark from easylawnmowing.co.uk and this is the EGO ST1511E 38cm cordless line trimmer. In this video you'll learn about all its features and functions, and by the end of this review you will know if this is the best cordless line trimmer for you and your garden. Okay, so before we take a closer look at this EGO ST1511E, we need to get it unboxed and assembled. So let's see how easy that is and how long it takes. Okay, so I hope you could see there how easy it was to assemble this line trimmer. So really all it was to assemble the guard at the end here and also this handle here at the midpoint. And that's really all there was to the assembly, and that only took a few minutes. So just a quick overview of this line trimmer. This line trimmer was new in 2019 from EGO, and it was the first one that introduced their Powerload technology, which means, and we'll have a look at that in more detail later, but basically it means that the line can be loaded automatically. And this is a really good touch because loading the line on line trimmers can be an absolute hassle. It's very fiddly, and if you don't get it right, the line doesn't feed properly. So we're going to be having a look at how well this Powerload technology works. In terms of the weight of this line trimmer, it is 3.2 kilograms without the battery. It does come supplied with a 2.5 amp hour battery, which brings the weight up to around 4.4 kilos. So still a very, very light line trimmer here from EGO. So if this EGO line trimmer is going to replace a petrol line trimmer, it's going to need to be powerful. So EGO have included their 56 volt 2.5 amp hour battery with this line trimmer, and this really does give some fantastic power, as we will see later when I take this over and we have a look how well it performs. So this 2.5 amp hour battery will give you around a 30-minute runtime. You can purchase additional batteries, so there's a 5 amp hour battery that will increase the runtime to 60 minutes, and a 7.5 amp hour battery will increase the runtime to 90 minutes. The only thing to bear in mind with the 5 amp hour and the 7.5 amp hour batteries, they are a lot larger than these batteries. So you may want to consider possibly purchasing the additional EGO battery backpack. So basically what that means is you mount the battery on a backpack on your back, and then that plugs into your line trimmer, and that keeps this nice and light. But with this 2.5 amp hour battery, there's no problem here with the weight of this line trimmer. This line trimmer has a brushless motor. It is variable speed, so depending on how much pressure you put on this trigger here determines the speed of the line trimmer. So it is a variable speed line trimmer. It is bump feed, which means that if you want some extra line to be fed, you simply bump the line trimmer on the ground, and then that will feed some additional line through. It's also a soft start as well, which is going to help reduce any kickback or any vibration that's coming up through the handle of the line trimmer. So as I said earlier, the nice thing about these EGO tools is that the batteries are power share, so they will share the batteries across the tools. So for example, this battery that's come out of this line trimmer can be used in the EGO mower. So in terms of the charge times for these EGO batteries, rather than me explaining what the charge times are for all the different batteries, I'll flash something up on the screen now, because the charge times do vary depending on whether or not you have the standard charger or whether you have the fast charger. But as I said earlier, this particular line trimmer comes with a standard charger and a 2.5 amp hour battery. So with this EGO ST1511E cordless line trimmer, the cut-in diameter is 38 centimeters, so that's a really good wide cut with this line trimmer. It's a single shaft that runs along the line trimmer, so there is no break in the shaft at all, so it cannot be folded. This is the length of the line trimmer, so there's no break there to allow you to half the length of this line trimmer. It does come with this really nice looped handle here, and this looped handle can be adjusted up and down, so it can be slid up and down the shaft, so that you can get the balance perfectly right with the line trimmer, and then it just locks off like so. Also supplied with this line trimmer is a shoulder strap. So as you can see here, it is supplied with the line trimmer, and that simply clips on again to the shaft, and that will take the weight of the line trimmer. But to be honest with you, the line trimmer for me is so lightweight that I would probably not use this, as I think it would just get in the way. So I tend not to use this. Some people like to use them, some people don't, but that is supplied with the line trimmer. You also get a fully loaded line with this trimmer, but you also get a spare replacement line with it, and we'll be loading that up in a minute, so you can see how quickly, with the power load feature on this line trimmer, how quickly that works. Okay, so let's take a look at the power load feature of this EGO line trimmer and see how well it works. So you simply feed the line through the trimmer here, like so, and you pull it through until you're halfway on the line that you're feeding, so something like that. And then you simply press this button here, and there we go, your line is fed. Very impressed with that line feed. Naturally, if one's a little bit longer, there's a blade on the guard here which will just trim those nicely to size. And that's it, that's your EGO line trimmer loaded. Okay, so that's a look over the EGO ST1511E cordless line trimmer. Let's go and take a look and let's see how well it cuts. I hope there that you could see how well this EGO ST1511E cordless line trimmer did with the really tough grass. I was very impressed, and it's comparable to any petrol line trimmer that I've used. In fact, there are advantages of a battery line trimmer over a petrol line trimmer. So it is, the long-term costs are going to be less, the noise levels, the fume levels, and also the ongoing maintenance. You know you're going to take this out in spring and it's going to start. With petrol line trimmers, you've got the issues of fuel going off, going stale. You're not going to get that with this line trimmer from EGO. So remember, this comes with a 2.5 amp hour battery, which is going to give you a very impressive 30 minutes of runtime. There are larger batteries, as I said earlier, that you can get if you want to extend the runtime on this line trimmer. So you've got a 38 centimeter cutting width there, and you could see there how much it cuts on each pass. Very impressed there with this line trimmer. So if you register your EGO line trimmer within 30 days, they will extend the warranty to 5 years on the trimmer itself and 3 years on the battery. So that's very impressive for a warranty. And this UK support is extremely good, and spare parts are readily available again here in the UK. If you would like to see a full review of this EGO ST1511E, head on over to the easylawnmowing.co.uk website, where you can compare this line trimmer to other makes of line trimmer. If you found this video useful in any way at all, could I please ask that you click the thumbs up button below this video? It would be much appreciated. And why not subscribe to my channel? Again, click the subscribe button below this video. If you would have any questions about this line trimmer or any other line trimmer, please put them in the comments box below this video and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.